Around July last year, I renewed my corporate health insurance, on which I declared Abhishek as my spouse as well. Even the psychologist reacted like, you don't need any kind of session. It's your family who needs to understand about your orientation.
Our phones would just not stop buzzing, and we have messages in our DM. Hello all, I am Abhishek Reyy, 42 years old, and I'm a fashion designer based out of Kolkata. And I'm also a faculty at the fashion design department at University, Kolkata. And
I'm Chaitanya Sharrma, and I'm 32 years old, digital marketing expert from Gurgaon. And we are newly married couple, like the first gay couple from Calcutta.
So, to start our story, if you want to call it a story, we met on Facebook 2 years back, and it was a very casual incident which sparked our talking on social media. I'd put up a picture of me cutting my birthday cake with two of my friends' kids on my lap. And both of us, we adore children. So that's a picture which kind of attracted Chaitanya's attention, and it got us talking. And, those talks and chats kind of extended to long video calls at night. And finally, we exchanged our WhatsApp numbers. And this was all happening around September 2020. And in around January, he came to meet me in Calcutta. And that's when we first met. And from there on, I think Chaitanya can take over.
So I remember in one of the video call, Abhishek mentioned he always wanted to visit Taj Mahal with his partner. So while Abhishek was traveling to Gurgaon around 18th March, is when I planned the trip for the Agra, and I proposed Abhishek in front of Taj Mahal with a ring and the knee band. Yeah. So after coming back from Agra, Abhishek had word with my mother, mentioning that we are very serious about each other and it's not a casual relationship. And we want to plan a commitment ceremony by the end of this year. I think on that, mummy replied, "आप लोगों की खुशी में ही हमारी खुशी है." And from there, we got that confidence and acceptance from our family side. And then around July last year, I renewed my corporate health insurance, on which I declared Abhishek as my spouse as well. And then we started planning our wedding, and I think over to you.
And this is the part when we started planning our wedding as to to which scale this wedding should be. This is where a little bit of the situation got a little tricky, as our families, especially Chaitanya's family, there was this a little bit of dichotomy in the beginning, as to how everybody is going to react, and, whether we should do it in such a big scale or not. But keeping in mind Chaitanya's dream of having like a proper grand wedding, we actually kind of carried it out in its full grandeur. We had, and since I'm a Bengali and he's a Marwadi, so obviously the culture clash was also there. And so we decided that, we will have it both ways. We had the Bengali Ashirwad and Aibudo Bhat, along with the Marwadi Tilak ceremony on the 1st July, which was Rath Yatra Day, followed by our Sangeet, Mehendi and cocktail on the 2nd July. And 3rd July morning, we had again Gai Holud or Haldi, if you call it in Bengali, and Telban in Marwadi. So both the rituals, in every function, both the rituals were happening simultaneously.
Because our family always wanted to experience each other culture. So my side family always wanted to experience the Bengali rituals, and I think Abhishek's side of family always wanted to experience the Marwadi culture. So we had all the ceremony in both ways. And I think 3rd July is when we had Haldi, and
followed by the main wedding in the evening. And I don't think it could be more successful in any other way, because our entire friends, family, acquaintances, everyone came along to wish us, to bless us, from toddlers of 1.5 years to around elderly people to 75, 75, 80 years old, they all came together, and all our initial inhibitions of as to how the society is going to react was completely shattered as we woke up the next morning and opened our phones and we got onto our social media. I was like, our phones would just not stop buzzing, and we have messages in our DMs, it's like which of random unknown people from the LGBTQ community thanking us, congratulating us, and constantly saying the amount of encouragement that we have given them. Okay, there are messages in my phone which say ki I have woken up my parents from sleep in the morning, shown your pictures, and told them ki Dad, cancel my wedding to a girl next month. I am gay and I'm coming out today. So these messages somewhere, what we did it for ourselves. That is how we wanted to celebrate our love, by giving it a social name. But now the kind of messages, now the kind of reaction that we have got from people makes us feel that we have done something which is extremely socially responsible. We do feel powerful also, that we could actually give encouragement to so many of the LGBTQ community who are still struggling to come out with their sexuality, not only to the society but to their family, who means the most to them.
And I think we are feeling blessed and luckiest to live the dream, which is still a dream of lakhs of people from our community. And we just want to open the pathways for our upcoming generation who will be identifying themselves like us. The struggle that we have seen in our journey, they should not face the same struggle. And it's, of course, we also face a struggle in our life. In 2016, when I came out to my family about my identity, even they took their time, almost 1.5 years or 2 years. They have taken their time to understand how it's going to happen, whether I'll be happy with the same-sex partner, how it works. For them, it was very different, and it took a lot of time and a lot of discussion at home and a lot of counseling sessions. Even I consulted one of the psychologist, even even the psychologist reacted like, you don't need any kind of session. It's your family who needs to understand about your orientation. There is nothing wrong. It's as normal as any other relationship. So I think the kind of acceptance we got from the psychologist, or I would say the family, friends later on, I think it's commendable. And I think we want all the family members who will be listening or reading about our marriage, they should accept their kids full-heartedly. And I want all the people from our community to please tell your family, start conversation. There are a lot of dialogue already started on media, and now we want you to live your life. We are living our life, and just believe in yourself.
Be brave, be fearless, listen to your heart, and you will win the world.
And love wins.
अगर आप इस टॉक के एंड तक पहुंच चुके हैं तो मैं आपको जोश टॉक्स का एक दूसरा रूप भी दिखाना चाहता हूं, जिससे मैं काफ़ी देर से जुड़ा हुआ हूं और मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है कि वो क्या कर रहे हैं। जोश टॉक्स ने एक नया ऐप लॉन्च किया है जिसका नाम है जोश स्किल्स। अब वो नया नहीं रहा, काफ़ी टाइम से है, लाखों लोग उसको अब यूज़ करते हैं। और जोश स्किल्स पे आप अपनी ज़िंदगी के लिए कोर्सेज ढूंढ सकते हैं। वो कोर्स नहीं जो आपको फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, कॉमर्स, बिजनेस स्टडीज पढ़ाएंगे, वो कोर्सेज जो आपकी ज़िंदगी में आपको कैसे जीना चाहिए वो सिखाएंगे। मैंने खुद जोश स्किल्स पे बहुत सारे कोर्सेज बनाए हैं, पब्लिक स्पीकिंग पे, इमोशनल क्राइसिस कैसे हैंडल किया जाए, अपनी पर्सनालिटी कैसे डेवलप की जाए। हर एक कोर्स में डेली क्विजेज हैं, एक्सरसाइजेज हैं, एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत कम्युनिटी है जो आपको सपोर्ट करेगी, आपको इनकरेज करेगी। आज ही डाउनलोड करें जोश स्किल्स का ऐप और उनके कोर्सेज एक्सप्लोर करके अपनी जिंदगी को आगे बढ़ाएं।
Tell us what you think about this video and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.